doing here? Hit that subscribe button, give a like. Alright, so this is 3 Count Reviews. Let's get into it. Now, as you probably know, I'm switching back to, my old set, so to speak, in my home. But, I'm just kind of switching it back up, trying a few different things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't really know if I'm going to keep this. I might go back to the other one. I don't know. I might try something else. But whatever I try, if I get comfortable, we'll see what happens. Anyway, in this episode of 3 Count Reviews, as you know, Monday Night Raw versus SmackDown Live. So this week, let's see who took the win. Now, first with Monday Night Raw, it was explosive right out the gate. We had a gauntlet match with all of the competitors for the Elimination Chamber match. It started with Seth Rollins, and he took the first 2 wins over Roman Reigns and John Cena. Now, build-wise, this is pretty good because I'm not really sure who was in control of the show this past Monday, but the content that they were giving us was just so good this time around. Having the gauntlet match come out of nowhere, just starting it right off the bat, no general manager speaking on the microphone, it was just really good to see a more upbeat change of pace. Build-wise for Seth Rollins, this was absolutely amazing. This type of build is really beneficial for him. This reestablishes to the universe the type of character that he is supposed to be within the wrestling industry. Seth Rollins is supposed to be the freaking man, and with him going through the gauntlet match, defeating the first 2 opponents, it just did that. It just made him look so super all over again. I was absolutely overjoyed with it. The rest of the gauntlet match was amazing to watch. Of course, we know Braun Strowman wins the gauntlet match, beats The Miz, destroys everybody as usual. All in all, it was a really great start to the show. And I didn't realize that this pretty much took up already half of the show. So we only had one more half to go. The rest of the night was a lot of fun to watch. The second half of the show was actually really, really good, as well as the first half of the show with the gauntlet match. I was surprised to see that all the way up until the end, they were able to keep that energy going. I mean, I will say it did even out a little bit, but all in all, from top to bottom, it was just a really, really good show. It's just, for me, my high point happened to be the gauntlet match. Seth freaking Rollins. That was probably one of the best things you could do for him right now, build-wise. I just wish that within that process, Finn Balor didn't get shafted. At least that's my opinion. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments, and we'll talk about it. I want to talk about SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live started out strong as well. It was really interesting, once again, another week where we have both shows just going very strong, head-to-head, putting out legitimate content, actual storylines. I'm really liking this build right now with Bobby Roode and Jinder Mahal, with Randy Orton in the mix of it, but I really like what I'm seeing from Jinder and Bobby Roode. The chemistry right now is working for me. Seeing Jinder in the position that he's in, if you saw, one of my last videos in 3 Count Reviews, I did talk about how I felt, with Jinder Mahal, he was put into a position which, if it was me, I would have taken that position as well. But it was a position just with such poor booking, such poor writing, that it really didn't do what it was supposed to, business-wise. But to bring him back and put him in the position he is in now, I'm really happy to see it. It was really good to see Baron Corbin in the ring. He's so good at being a heel. But right now, I'm starting to get these vibes that, I could see him turning face. If you listen in the crowd, there are people that are legitimately, going for him now. So I feel, why down the line, why couldn't he turn face? We are preparing for the fatal five-way at Fastlane. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they're just so good in these roles. However, I will say this. The promo between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, I'm not too sure about. There was a lot of double-crossing from the time of NXT up until they both made it up to the main roster, and then, you know, months on in through there. I just feel like just the way Sammy was talking, the way they're setting this up, you know, what if AJ Styles does get his title stripped? I don't think it will happen, to be honest with you, especially because of the whole Nakamura thing. But there is time between Fastlane and WrestleMania where something could happen, and something could also revert back to what happened prior to that. So, you know, for me, I just don't really know if I trust Sammy right now. And not even in a bad way, but just more so, is he up to something as far as Kevin Owens is concerned? Does he really have Kevin Owens' back? So we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens, you know, leading up to Fastlane and whatnot. And then, you know, obviously the night of Fastlane, we'll get our answers there. I really hope AJ Styles retains the title, you know, but I know we're expecting a really good show. And for Raw's Elimination Chamber, you know, I said it in my last video, to have all 7 people in there, why not? It's a hell of a structure. It's going to be an awesome show. You have awesome talent, you know, the best in this chamber. So I don't see how it's not going to be hands down an awesome show unless they just botch everything. With that being said, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Between Raw and SmackDown this week, for me, if I had to choose between the two, I would probably choose Raw this week, just because opening with the gauntlet match over anything else that was done, in my opinion, I just felt like that just took the cake right off the bat. That was just a great decision. It set the tone for the rest of the night on Monday Night Raw. It set the tone for what SmackDown should do on their show. You know, I think Raw took it this week, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think Raw took it, or if you think SmackDown took it, let me know down below. As I always say, hit subscribe, give a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.